Hey everybody, welcome along to round 4 of the ERC Championship. We are in Poland, Julian, and we are in Mikołajki, which is this fabulous part of northern Poland. It's the super fast roller coaster rally on the loose stuff again. Mikołajki is the second time we've been here. We were down in Rzeszów when the ERC was in Poland a few years ago, but then we've moved up here to this part of the world, which is really nice, but a bit windy today. That's why the hair's a bit sort of crazy and all over the place.
Your hair's crazy all the time.
You never have that problem.
I don't have that problem, no. But yeah, we got 15 stages this weekend, just over 200 Ks. We've had the qualifying stage this morning, which Phillip Maris, the young Czech driver, on the back of winning his home rally last weekend, has come in here and won. But just look at all the people that have come out. It's heaving with people all around.
People.
So
hello, everybody.
It's really good that loads of people have come out. It's the first. I was told today. I've just been told it. Today is the first day. Well, no, not today, but this weekend is the first weekend of the summer holidays.
Really?
In Poland, so they have like 2 months where they can take their summer holidays.
Yes. Yeah.
And basically, the schools close today,
right,
and that's why the hotel is absolutely heaving with kids and scooters and hoverboards.
Yes.
Right, we're going to move on. We got the pre-start down here.
Right. Okay. So obviously we've got Fred behind the camera today. Hey, Fred. Hope you're doing
this
okay.
way now.
Are we going this way?
Yeah, we're going this way.
It's
now.
all happening. It's
all
happening.
happening. Sorry about that, Fred.
To be honest, we are off to the autograph session, but the holding area after the qualifying stage is just behind the ramp there, and up above us is the helicopter. That's our Eurosport helicopter that's just filming the footage for tonight. But let's go into the autograph session. Helicopters hovering above us. When we arrived here earlier in the week,
to the autograph signing.
We got into Warsaw, and it was so hot. It was like 34 degrees. Got a man in a rucksack here in the way. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Right, everyone's here. This is it's a bit of a bun fight, but we'll try and squeeze in. We've just had the road picking. Phillip Maris fastest in the qualifying stage, and fastest in the qualifying stage.
Where's Ross? Where's your driver?
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest.
Where's Chris Ingram gone?
Have you got any? Can I have your autograph?
Yeah, have you got anything to sign?
No, not yet. I'm not doing very well at this. Anyway, autograph signing.
Yes.
Well, he was just watching us. He knew we were coming. So let's carry on down. We're going to wander down and see. Right.
Shall I talk to Alexei? Are we allowed to have a word with Lucas? He's chatting away here. Maybe he's a little bit tied up. We'll come down the line in a minute, but I'll just wait for Alexei to sign his autograph, and then Lucas, can I just have a quick word with you? You're live on Facebook. You can carry on autograph signing. At this event, you've got some happy memories here. Last year, you won the ERC title here last year, so unfortunately you didn't finish the rally here, but you were getting super fast here. What's your prospects for this weekend?
Yeah, I'd like to do the same, maybe to win the championship here. Now to do that we need to win, probably, at least to finish.
Yeah. And you've been on the recce here. It's the road sections are slightly shorter on the event this year. Stages are some the other way round than they were run last year, and the surface really sandy here. Do you like that kind of surface?
I will check, because last year I did only 13 kilometers, so don't have the full picture of what's going on. On the shakedown it was quite damaged and destroyed, and it's not so enjoyable when you see a lot of sand coming over the car. Not on the bottom, but on the top. Yeah. So no, it should be exciting weekend. The weather is nice, and I hope we can enjoy it.
I thought you did more than 13 kilometers last year. It seemed like you're certainly on a mission. You're pretty quick, but I didn't realize it was early on in the rally that you went out. We've done so many rallies and so many stages; they all blend into one. But you were so soon in.
It ended pretty soon, and let's stop talking about it again.
Okay. Looking back to Liepāja, finished rally Liepāja. Onto this one. We're on the loose surface, so the season so far is on the turn, and it's going in the right direction now. Yeah. I have to take some positives.
Some positive, of course, but I never plan anything, because so many rallies started so well for us, and some shit happened. So just let's do stage by stage and see.
Good luck. More than 13 kilometers tomorrow, we want to see. Thanks. That's Lucas. Right, Julian's down here, so we'll get Fred down there to go to our next guest and see who we've got.
I got Lucas Habai down here. He's got the biggest flag in the world, I think, to sign here, but championship leader, home rally. Here we go. Lucas and Daniel. I'm going to ask you for an autograph now. Lucas, you got a pen? Can you sign my autograph for me? Come on. Let's get it done. Here we go. Lucas, obviously home rally for you, championship leader, #1 on the door. How good does that feel?
It's a very special feeling for sure. A mix of a little bit of extra pressure, but also huge motivation. So I take a lot of motivation from this fact, and for sure it's a great honor. I'm looking forward to a great rally. Yeah?
I heard you in the press conference saying that you're going to hope road position isn't as crucial here. Obviously, maybe not quite quick enough this morning, but just give us an insight to the stages this weekend.
We were quick this morning, just made a mistake on the last hairpin, you know. Other than that, speed was really good. We lost at least 2-3 seconds on this hairpin, so the speed was good, but obviously the result is not what we were looking for. And so we didn't make things easier, but road order is important on this rally, but not so crucial as, for example, on Lepaya, I hope. So I'm hoping, you know, I hope I will be able to make it up. There are some soft parts on the stages too, and not so many corners where you're going to be losing so much time. So I'm hoping it's not so bad.
That's good. I better let you get. Your fans are waiting for you. I'll let you carry on. Thank you. And we'll go back down to Chris. I'm not sure who's got.
We'll go down this end now. So Fred's got his work cut out, coming back and forth. But obviously we've just spoken to Łukasz Habaj, but Matthias Adelson's here. Matthias just signing T-shirts. Oh, hang on, bump into your head. Sorry. We'll spin round just so we can have a quick word with you, Matthias. Okay, so back in Poland, you're in the same car more or less that Alexi's driving, just with a different colours and different wrap on the side of it. Have you got a good feeling and shakedown? Okay, Lucas second fastest through. You were fifth fastest through in qualifying. How's it all going?
I mean, we are very happy. We have to remember it's the third race in ERC for us in the four-wheel drive car, so you can have a slightly more experience, but he's a very good teacher for me, and when I look at his onboard, I can go flat as him.
Is he letting you view his onboards?
Yeah, of course, he has been very, very helpful. I'm very thankful for that, because it's all about to know how fast you can drive these cars. And when I see how fast he can be, I know we can be as fast as him because it's the same car. So it's all about up to me and Andreas.
So are you sharing setups, or are you leaving that to Santalock to sort it out and just say, this is the car that we've prepped for you for these stages, go play with it? Or
I find but of course we are aiming for top 3 in ARC1 Junior.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's the aim we have for sure.
Good. Well, there's a battle with Chris Ingram who's gone missing in action. I don't know where Chris Ingram is. We'll go and have a word with him in a bit, see what the fighting talk's all about. Let you get back to your fan base. It's great, isn't it? Can you sign us something? You haven't signed any babies yet, have you?
No, not yet. But a lot of shirts and flags. But no babies yet.
No skin.
No skin yet.
No skin yet. Yeah, sign the. Look at that. It looks like it's something he picked up when he was on holiday in Bali, doesn't it?
Russian people.
Sorry, Lucas. Right, let's move on. Julian's with somebody else down here. Fred's on his way.
Down here we got young Polish hotshot Mikko Marcin. He's just signing more autographs. The Polish fans and drivers have the biggest flags and the biggest posters in the world, but it's Mikko, quickest Polish driver in qualifying this morning, third quickest overall. Happy with that?
Yeah, of course. That's really nice, and that's good for us because we choose the position for tomorrow, and tomorrow this position will be really important. We have very fast stages, and probably as a 13th car on the road, we can drive fast.
Obviously, European Championship this weekend as well as Polish Championship. What do you want more? European Championship recognition or some Polish Championship points?
I would like not to think about points a lot. I would like to have fun from driving, especially on Saturday. We will see on Sunday how it will be. But of course, it's important to be on the finish line because in Polish Championship you have double points event, and it's very important.
How important is it for you, though, as a driver in a career, doing European Championship events with the likes of Lukkenurk and Ingram and people like that?
That's something unbelievable for me, because today I was on the qualification stage really near to Alexei Lukaniuk. It's crazy. It's crazy because 4 years ago I did not start even in any rallies, and I was a big fan, and now I can stand and fight with them. It's great.
And at home with all these fans waiting for autographs, how good's that?
Yeah, that's great. It's really nice that we have European Rally Champions event in Poland.
Thank you. I'll let you get on to signing autographs. I'm not sure where Chris is. We're going down this way. Oh, we got Chris chatting Jari Huutonen up, but not actually ready. Jari, you're with Chris.
Yeah, oh, right. Yeah, just having a chat with Jari just off camera here. He's just been doing the autograph sessions and stuff. Jari, back on the ERC. I mean, it's so nice to see you again, wearing the Hyundai colours this time. Last time we saw you. You've been driving Hyundais for quite some time now, and everything going well with the R5?
Yeah, everything going well here, but sometimes it's difficult rallies and difficult for me. But here, yes, car feels good, and qualifying is okay. Okay, we had puncture, so time is not the best, but still okay.
Didn't want to stamp on your foot. I feel sorry. I didn't want to do that. That's good. So times are okay, and the car's okay. Very, very sandy surface. This. It's not like Finnish roads or anything else that we've had before in Latvia. It's very soft surface. This. Do you find it difficult to? Because you get these tram lines on the second pass and so on.
Yeah, it's quite soft surface, but I think for me it's okay. And second loop, I think I like to drive with that, but it's okay. Some places it can be too difficult because it's so easy to take some punctures. So. But I like this roads and this sandy surface.
And are you coming back this weekend? Are you coming back to show the rest of the ERC field what it's all about, and going to be up there on the top three, or are you? I mean, what's your head thinking for this weekend? Where obviously you want to win it, don't you?
Yeah, normally yes, only I want to win, but this time I think I'm happy if we can make some clean rally.
Yeah.
So we see what happens. So difficult to say now.
Going to look forward to talking to you at the end of the stages, and best of luck. And it's great to see you've grown up.
Thank you.
Good man. That's Jari Huutonen, really nice fella, driving the Hyundai R5 this weekend. I'm not sure where Julian is. We'll spin round. Oh, Julian's there.
I'm down
there he
here
is.
now.
Right, go that way.
I've moved on.
Fred's on his way.
And I've got Phillip Maris, the driver who was quickest in qualifying this morning. Phillip, I mean, you've had success at home, you've had success in the ERC Juniors. How good did that feel this morning, getting the quickest time?
For sure, it's quite good feeling for me to be fastest against guys like Lukaniuk, Habai, and other guys who are always really fast, so okay for us.
That's it. Obviously, last weekend at home in the Czech Republic, you won your first ever rally. How good did that feel?
It was just amazing because both the team worked really precisely for this result, and yeah, we deserved it, and it's really nice to be in leads of championship, so it tastes great.
Coming here on the gravel in the European Championship, what are your hopes and thoughts this weekend? Obviously, as we said, quickest this morning. What do you think is realistically optioned this weekend?
Yeah, you know, it's just still my fourth rally on gravel before me, so I want to do step by step, but honestly, I believe we can fight for top 5, and this is my plan for the weekend. So let's see, it will happen.
And how good are these roads to drive on? Everyone says how fast they are, how flowing they are. How nice is it to drive one of these Skoda Fabia R5s on these gravel roads?
Honestly, for me, it's natural for me to drive this car on gravel, so I'm just having fun this time, and I want to enjoy the whole weekend on gravel, and I hope I will enjoy it.
Okay, all the best to you and Jan. I'll let you get back to signing autographs. We're going to go down there. Chris Rawls, it's just a bit further on. We'll guide you down there. Fred, come on. Don't trip over
the service area, because I want to go and have a chat with just a couple of people as we go into the service area. But as Fred comes through, going to have a word as we just spin round. Can we just jump in here?
Yeah!
Hey, how are you, buddy? I missed you the other weekend, but it's great to see you back. three-time ERC champion. We're live on Facebook. So how's it going, Kaito? I haven't seen you for years. How's it going?
Not too bad, as you see. I'm happy to be here. Okay, like spectator, but it's always nice to be in Mikołajki. This is very famous rally. Atmosphere is great, like always. So it's really, really. We have big fun and so big emotions, and we will watching you and of course the drivers, very fast drivers.
That's fantastic. It's great to see you back. Great to see the ERC family back in Poland again.
Yes, my heart is bumping. Yeah. It's so exciting.
But we miss you. Obviously, you've gone up. You're in.
No, you liar.
No, we do. We miss you big time.
No?
Yeah.
I heard sometimes this is boring. Yeah.
Three-time Polish champion or three-time ERC champion, Kaito. Are you like a bit of a superstar here now? Are you signing babies and all this kind of stuff?
No, I'm not superstar. I'm spectator. I hope it's gonna be a good event with fantastic weather and great atmosphere. This is our plan. Not only your plan, but also my plan.
In Sardinia the other weekend, you second in category, which is great. Great result for you in Sardinia. So things are coming together for you in the polo, in the rough stuff, in the big world championship.
Yeah. Yeah, now this is a different story, but now I'm here and I'm relaxed and I'm thinking only on this atmosphere.
That's good. It's great to see you, mate. Really good to see you. And the hair,
yes,
there's no hair, no hair.
It's always same.
Racing hair. Let's go over there. We've got to go to Julian and that's Kajetan Kajetanovic. Let's go over to Julian, who is with somebody over here.
I'm in amongst, well, I'm kind of heading down into the people. We don't want to go that way because there's some drivers getting changed and dressed, but just in amongst the cars, the Skoda Fabia, the Citroen CR5, and we just had Hiroki Arai just looking at the tyres on his car, his Yokohamas, to the Michelins on the Citroen, just having a bit of a look. But let's just go in amongst it. We've got Marian Griebel and people like that. We're going to get a quick word. We've got Permin and Marian. Right, we're on Facebook Live, so no swearing, don't be bad. Marian, how was this morning and how do you think this weekend can go?
Generally, I was happy with my qualifying because we really pushed quite a lot, but unfortunately it's really small time gaps, but I'm in the end of it, so not a good starting position, but I hope we can go deep in the top 10.
That's it. And you've got your old co-driver back now. Permin, you've been missing in action for about 5 months. Where have you been and what have you been up to?
Down under, literally. I've been in New Zealand doing a working holiday program because I'm in the wine industry and had some nice holiday on the North and South Island and then worked in the wine harvest on the South Island and really enjoyed it, gained some experience, but happy to be back in the real office now again.
That's it, that's good. We're going to move on because I think Chris has got Chris, I think.
This is obviously Alexei Lukanuk's car. Just have a look in there for a minute. That's where it all happens. So that is Alexei Lukanuk's car. Maybe I shouldn't have opened the door. I get in a bit of trouble opening that one. There you go, Lukanuk's car. Let's whiz over here. We've got Norbert Herzig, we've got Albert von Thurn and Taxis, and we've got the elusive Chris Ingram, who was missing in action during well, you were missing action during the autograph session, obviously on the phone to your sponsors or whatever. Chris,
I was there.
Were you?
Yeah.
We came to find you twice and you weren't there. Ross was all on his own.
Needs to look harder.
Chris Ingram, right, okay, so 1 point in the championship between you and Łukasz Habaj coming into this one. This weekend, are you pumped up? Are you ready for some ERC action?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's an amazing rally, amazing stages. And Łukasz Habaj, he's under quite a lot of pressure, so we need to beat him and go to Roma's car one.
And I'm going to say, is that achievable? I always try and big you up and I always put a bit too much pressure on you sometimes because I am a bit of a Chris Ingram fan. But is it achievable? Beating a pole on Polish soil?
Yeah, definitely. We need to go for it from the start, though. In the last rallies, I've shown that at the end we've got the pace to, we're setting fastest times at the end of the rally, but I need to start on that pace. So that'll be the big target for this rally. But I'm just so excited to get going. Everything's amazing at the moment. The team, the tyres, Ross, the car. I'm just loving my rallying. So bring it on.
Rewinding the clock to Rally Liepāja on that Sunday afternoon, and it was raining and it was pouring down, and the car, penultimate stage, you came to the end, radiator gone, steam coming out of it. Did you have a feeling then it was possibly game over and you wouldn't get the car back through the final stage and back to service?
Yeah, 100%, yeah. But Ross actually did really well to help us fix the car, and we got through it with a bit of luck. So, yeah, it was spot on, but we need to have no dramas now. We need to win the juniors here, because that'll give us the money to help us continue. So it's a big weekend for me.
Round 4 of the championship is going to be a big weekend for you. Pressure on you, Chris Ingham. We'll see you at the end of the first stage tonight. 15 stages this weekend. Got to go and talk now with Julian. Thanks, Chris.
Cheers.
Talk to Julian with Big Albert.
Yeah, thanks, Chris and Chris. But I'm here with one of the coolest dudes in the service park, Albert. I mean, I know you're disappointed because you ended up 15th. Which means you're first on the road tomorrow. But you come to enjoy, you are competitive, but you do come to enjoy your running and get away from that busy, normal week life, don't you?
I mean, yeah, it's really, the thing is, a rally is a lot less decelerating, let's say, than a circuit weekend was, where it's really about having fun. And there's so much work, really, and so much homework to be done in the week before, and it's quite intense, the schedule. But it is just the most wonderful sport, and I enjoy so much being here, especially here. I wasn't able to make it here last year, and it's really an incredible rally. And I didn't really think it was possible for there to be an even faster gravel rally than Liepāja, so I was quite surprised when I went over the stages yesterday and the day before. I'm looking forward, really looking forward.
I mean, what is it like to drive one of these cars on these super fast roads?
It's incredible. I mean, I don't know yet. I still have to see. The qualifying was reasonably fast, but I'll be able to tell you after the first stage tomorrow, because it's pretty bloody fast. And yeah, and trying to learn from the big guys here.
Well, that's it. I mean, it is all about enjoying yourself, which you seem to do a lot. And here's one of these big guys you talk about. So when you come to a stage end, right, I mean, not tomorrow because you're in front of him, but normally his stage time's up on the board and then you come. Do you look at his stage time?
Yeah, for sure. He's the point of reference in this championship.
What do you make of that? You are the hero to a lot of people in this championship and the reference point. What does that make you feel like?
I feel something. No, it's okay. Of course, I'm happy to be benchmark for some drivers, and I see that the level of the championship, the level of drivers is growing day by day. I wait for my friend to come to train with me once upon a time. So yeah, actually, I'm enjoying working my team with the youngsters. They ask for my advice on tests, and I normally find something to say to them, and the times improve. So working in that way makes me feel happy.
So he's offering you a test here, a little bit of learning. You're going to take him up?
I think I must indeed.
But what I like about this championship is it is very friendly. It is a friendly user championship.
Absolutely. I have not encountered anyone, as opposed to the circuit where there's rivalries and people who think they're super important and won't talk to this one, won't talk to that. Here everyone is hanging out and having a good time.
Right, well, I'll let you two hang out and have a good time. What were you going to say?
After Kaita has left, it's much more friendly.
Oh, you can't say things like that. Right, we're going on that note. Bye-bye. Okay, we got Chris with Hiroki Arai.
In the field at the moment, Hiroki Arai, of course, you know him anyway. He's the son of Toshi Arai. He used to drive for Subaru all those years ago and competed in ERC, a few years back as well. But Hiroki, obviously, you're making a name for yourself. We shouldn't always keep referring back to your old man, your father. Tell us about your campaign this weekend, because you're proving to be really super quick amongst the ERC regulars, because you're kind of a new guy on the championship this year. what's the secret to your success? Why are you so fast?
And actually, I learned quite many things from like the last 3 years in the Toyota Gazoo Racing development program. That actually works pretty well, like because we spending so much time in a really tricky road in Finland, so we are practicing the pace note and very basic things for the riding. So we learned from there, and now the level is really good to like fight with the top guys in ERC or WRC. So that's the main things. We get good experience from that, and now we have to focus on developing the tires all the time, because this is actually a nice opportunity to get working with the Yokohama tires, and it started working pretty well. So it's nice.
Because we see the ERC cars competing on circuit racing in the WTCR in the past. Well, they still run on the WTCR now as well, but with developing the tyre, I mean, where do you start and where do you go? How does it all work?
Actually, we already had a good relationship with Yokohama, because when I was following Japanese Rally Championship, I'm always using Yokohama tires. So just we already had a good relationship, and we just want to continue with also Europe as well to develop and show the performance from the Yokohama tires.
Yeah. So are you giving the data back? We'll just have a quick look at the tyres. So these are the Advents. So, I mean, these are pretty hard, the blocks, but I mean, are you taking data back and vital analysis back to the team, back to Yokohama, so they can develop these things a bit further?
Yeah, so the plan is like get the maximum feedback from as much as possible, and then they will modify the new tire on the end of the year or for the next year. That's the plan.
And working on a sandy surface in qualifying, the grip level is good for you, is it?
Yeah, it is actually quite surprisingly good. So just I need to be more consistent for every corner, because one junction I nearly saw the engine, so I lost quite a lot over there, because that was the last junction until the finish, which is like a flat. so I have to be like a really clean run, then might be the time would be good.
That's why when we were at the end of the qualifying stage earlier, Hiroki was swearing. He was beep, beep at the end of the stage, because bad language, Hiroki.
Oh, sorry,
Gonna have to keep putting some euros in the jar every time you use bad language.
Thank you very much.
Okay, right, thanks, Hiroki. We'll see you. Cars are getting ready to go over the ramp. Try not to get run over by Mariam Griebel. And as Griebel goes through, Hiroki, thanks very much. Julian.
I'm down at Phillip Maris's car, the quickest car in qualifying, but I think I found out what his secret weapon was. On the dashboard of the car is a vanilla-flavored protein bar. That could be what made him so fast this morning. That's what he's got another one for the Super Special tonight, because this evening we do have one stage. It's at 1800 hours is that first stage, and then over the whole weekend we have 15 stages and just over 200 kilometers of competitive action. As you can see behind me, the cars are making their way over the ramp. We've had the first couple go over there, and people just taking photographs. We're going to wander up and get in amongst it again.
Talking to Jari, he's kind of really shy, is Jari. He's very, very shy. But as a Finnish driver, he was saying, Finnish guys like their space. They like their open.
They've got a lot of it, haven't they, in Finland? They've got a huge amount of space. But there's just some interviews going up there. I don't want to be part of that. Don't want to get in the way. But Hutton in there, in the Hyundai i20 R5 car. And remember last year they sent Jari here. He came within 8 seconds of winning this event and gave it absolutely. I remember him coming to the end of the final stage. The rear bumper was hanging off, the tyre was pushed off the rim, and he just got out the car and went, I gave it everything, and had this smile on his face like a mile wide. But he's got a big chance this weekend. And you start to look around, and there's some interesting characters in here, and there's some interesting road positions. I wouldn't like to call this one. Normally you could kind of say, looking up. Yeah, he's got to be looking up. I thought I could hear a dog running around. I don't know where the dog is. We like a bit of dogs. We like dogs. I can't find them.
This morning at the qualifying stage, Julian's getting all excited that there's a stork on top of the tree. A big bird sat there on his nest. And he's like, forget the cars. Let's just have a look at the
Well, it's a
nature
bit
up
like
there.
wildlife watch, isn't it? But there was a dog somewhere. I can't hear it.
Let's go over the ramp. Go over the ramp.
We're
Let's
going
go.
over here now. Apparently.
Whiz over here, past the loudspeaker.
Okay, yeah.
And then you got all the dignitaries here. We got look at this for a spectators area. It's a nice place to have a look on a
But it's
afternoon.
a lovely little square, isn't it?
It's a big
I'm staggered with the
VVIPs.
amount of people down here, all the photographers. So like, I'm going to get my cameraman, I'm going to get Fred to turn around and kind of like, this is where all the cameramen and the photographers, they stand, they're taking their pictures and everything. And so they got a direct line of sight to the podium to look up. So that's when you see all the photographs and all the video images. That's taken from there. All the fans, and then there's a lovely shot down as they drive through there. You just see all the fans leaning over the fence. It's really nice to have the people so close, and that's something that rallying brings to the people.
I mean, Mikowaiki, it's synonymous with rallying up here. As I say, it's a big drive up. It's we're at about just under 4 hours drive from Warsaw on the Polish roads up to the northern part of the country. But, I mean, you can look down there. We're on the lake shore. It's beautiful here. It's like a mini Finland almost, isn't it? With all the lakes and.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of lakes around. Is it the Masurian region it's called or something?
Yeah.
And there's loads and loads of lakes around. It's very, very pretty. Importantly, the stages are very, very good for the competitors. Yeah, they might rut up a little bit. They might get a little bit rocky in places. But we're in for 2 days of real, as you call it, hot rally action. That's what you call it.
Of course, we'll be on Facebook right throughout the weekend at various selected times. Of course, we're on ELC Radio from every stage. We'll be bringing you all the rally action and reaction live on ELC Radio. We're on Facebook tomorrow morning as well. 15 stages to bring you this weekend.
Yeah,
15 stages. Of course, stay tuned to us. And of course, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, pretty much everything really. Yeah.
All across social. We are everywhere.
Social media.
So just like keep in touch and see what's going on. Any questions, tweet us and we'll try and answer them.
Good. Right. Is that it?
That's it.
Right.
See you later.
Happy days.